Welcome to Foundations TV, everyone. Our guests tonight are the founding members of SETU, which is a theatrical group. We have Subrata and we have Jayanti here today. And we're very excited to hear about the upcoming show, which is Shah Jahan, which is going to be performed September 27th through 29th. So this is an interview and then just a way to get some information out there for everybody. My first question to you, Jayanti, welcome to Foundations TV. My first question to you is, tell us something about when SETU was founded and what is the mission or what is the idea behind creating something like that?
Well, first of all, Gauri, thank you so much for doing this for SETU. SETU was founded by several theater enthusiasts back in 2003. And Subrata and I, of course, are co-founders. We're still here. The whole name is a Stage Ensemble Theater Unit. However, the abbreviated name SETU also means we're trying to bridge the cultural gaps between India, the eastern part of the world, and the western part of the world. And this is why we only perform plays in English. That is part of our mission. The other mission is to give people who have never acted or never have been part of a production, whether it's to do with lights or whatever, to give them an opportunity to be at SETU and get some training. So that's very exciting. And there's also a social message in every play we do within Indian stories by famous playwrights or by people who can write scripts. And I have also translated some. So it gives a lot of chance for creativity and there's an educational message. Hopefully for some of our young players, you will see that when you come and see our play.
Excellent, excellent. You know what I loved most about what you said was there is a dual meaning to the word SETU. There is the word itself in Hindi, it means a bridge, which is so meaningful for what you're doing, and also the abbreviated form. If you don't mind sharing the expanded version of that abbreviation again, please.
Sure. It's Stage Ensemble Theater Unit, and it is an official tax-exempt organization. And we have performed before at Harvard University. We have performed at Endicott College, and of course at various venues around Boston area. Now we're going to be performing at historical town of Belmont Theater.
Very nice. One more question before you hand over the mic to Subrata is you talked about being cross-cultural. So do you have actors and actresses who are non-Indians as well, even though the theme is very Indian?
Yes, absolutely. We've had several American actors and actresses, and hopefully we'll have more as we do future plays. We also have one of the youngest actors this time. His name is Yusuf, and he's doing Sipar. So the young people should be encouraged.
Very nice. So the beauty of Indian traditions and Indian culture is being spread through this group into various organizations, various cultures, as well as various generations. So that's really nice. So I have actually, I have been witness to such a fantastic performance of Mahabharat, and I was completely mesmerized, and that was something I cannot forget for the rest of my life. It was such a beautifully projected theater drama. So now it is Shah Jahan. I'm really personally looking forward to Shah Jahan. What I want to hear from you, Subrata, is how did you come up with this idea of doing Shah Jahan?
Actually, I grew up in a village, and I used to watch what you call yatra in villages, and I saw several versions of Shah Jahan. Actually, the plays or yatras related to Shah Jahan, and from there, actually, I got the ideas that when I probably do my plays in the future, then probably I'll pick up one of these, and then this opportunity actually came up because last year we did Mahabharata, as you said, and this year when I picked up the play, the original one was written by famous playwright D.L. Roy, and it was published in 1909. So it's a pretty old play, and when I picked up the play, as I said, the language itself is really a very formal Bengali language. So I wasn't quite sure I would be able to translate it. But
Quite a
I took the
challenge.
task,
Very nice. Yeah.
and then I translated and then started casting. It's a large cast. We have about 35 people, including dancers. We have 21
Wow.
actors,
Wow.
14 dancers.
That's
yeah.
impressive. So have you added more to the script?
Yes, I did. Actually, it's a good thing that you ask because in the script there is no role of Mumtaz because it started sometime in 1657, that script. And the Mumtaz was dead by then, and Shah Jahan is at his late age. So he couldn't control his whole empire. So he started losing, and then the children, his four sons, in fact, three of the four sons, they were aiming to grab the empire. So he was in a bad state, and that's when the play starts. And
Okay,
then
okay.
then it would unfold, and you would see the treachery of Aurangzeb and his political shrewdness in the play.
Okay, all right. So most of us, of course, know Shah Jahan as a romantic person who built,
Yeah,
the
correct.
beautiful Taj Mahal for his wife as a symbol of love. And I am also, of course, there's the other aspect of it, of his life. But this is what you're sharing right now is it's a completely different side of his life, a different phase of his life. But you have tried to bring in a little bit of romance, a little bit of beauty into this script
I
as well.
added a scene. In fact, it is in one of the scenes, Shah Jahan, in fact, he was dreaming, and then in that dream, Mumtaz comes back and had some conversations about
What a
that.
lovely way to
Yeah.
show that. Yes, yes.
So, and Shah Jahan will be played by Anurag, and Mumtaz will be played by Paramita. And then, obviously, we have a large cast.
Right, right. Now, talking of cast, how does it? Excuse me. How does it all work out for you? You know, I know you have actors you've worked with before, and then
Right.
you have newer actors. So how do you make the decisions of who's going to play what role? Do you have auditions, or do you just kind of go with your gut feeling, or how does it work out?
It's a very good point you made because, as Jayanti mentioned, that we provide opportunities to the to newcomers, and so you don't always look for your talent in acting. You may not have acted before, but you can still take if you are passionate about performing arts. So we have about this time we have introduced about 8 new.
Wow,
yeah.
that's quite a challenge for you, I'm sure,
Quite a
as a
challenge,
director too.
So we have a number of existing players from Mahabharata, and then have added 8 to 9, I think, new players into it.
So how do you train? A question for either one of you. How do you train new actors? What are specific things that you do for somebody who's doing it for the first time?
It's although I'm a director, but it's a team effort because Jayanti helps me, and then obviously several other senior actors also they help. But I think my approach to directing is give them a lot of freedom in the sense that let them develop their own character first, and then I give certain constraint because I have the overall vision. So I let them develop the character, I let them study, and it's a very educational process. We all learn about history. And we have a very dynamic group, and there will be several emails about history and facts, so we share. So in that way, we understand, or they understand their characters, and in that way they analyze their characters. And then, obviously, when they come and rehearse, and then I show them various techniques, and they get very good training actually, especially the newcomers. They get very good. They're exposed to various acting techniques, how you project mannerism, how you project your voice, how you gesture in different circumstances, how you move on stage. So all of these together. But I give them a lot of freedom. I hear from them first and see if that is within the constraint that I have set up, because I have the overall vision.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely, absolutely. I have seen you in action, and I am honestly a big fan of your direction process. Just the way you described it, you do give people the freedom to own the character and
Right.
to learn their own way, and their just kind of give their best to the role, and then you tweak here and there. But you do it in a very very sophisticated manner.
Right.
I've seen emails, I've seen the way you guide them, and it's not overwhelming. It's not something something very intimidating. It's a very subtle way of telling them and working with them, while they don't lose their individual, characteristics or their, their skill as an actor, and it's just fine-tuned as we go along. So this is really nice. So I think, Jayanti, I would love to hear your role.
Just one more thing about direction and then team collaboration, especially for the newest actors and actresses. Subrata is very good at letting the team collaborate among themselves. I do phone rehearsals with them. I do a voice modulation as much as I can help them with, and it really is a fun time.
I could see that. Just interacting with the actors and the whole team.
Yeah.
There's such beautiful chemistry, and I think that happens because the directing team and the founders, both of you, have given that flexibility and that freedom to the team to be themselves, on screen and off screen, on stage and off stage. So it's very visible, and I think not only off stage but also on stage, that chemistry really projects itself as a performance, as something that they're comfortable with each other on the stage. And I'm really looking forward to this fantastic show. So thank you so much, both of you, for being here today. And I'd really like to encourage everybody who is watching this video to come and watch the show, September 27th to 29th. There are 3 different shows, so you can come and join for any one of them. And how can they get the tickets, if you can just share a little bit about that?
There's a website that you can buy tickets from.
You can find details at our website, which is www.setu.us.
Okay, and there's also a Facebook event, so they can go there, and that has details as well. So if you're on Facebook, you can certainly go ahead and find that.
Right.
So we have that information on the Foundation's TV page as well. So thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.